Audible lets you enjoy all of your audio entertainment in one app. You'll always find the best of what you love or something new to discover. Hey, Ronnie, what have you been listening to on Audible lately?
Well, you know, I love some wellness in my life.
Yes.
I read a lot of books that help me, and especially because it is a new year, okay? So I've been really working on my habits. So I've been working on Atomic Habits by James Clear. That's the title I'm really into right now. It's my New Year's title. And guess what? I'm already habitually, atomically better.
Great. Well, here's something to also make you better. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/crappins or text crappins to 500-500.
If you like using debit over credit, don't you think it's time to also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases. Plus, there are no fees, period. We're talking date nights, thrifting the latest trends, nights out with your friends, and it's now earning you cash back with Discover Cashback Debit. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Wondery's new podcast, Dis and Tell, wades into the glorious mess of celebrity beef. Each episode explores a different iconic celebrity feud and asks, what does our obsession with these feuds say about us? Follow Dis and Tell wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen ad-free on the Amazon Music or Wondery app.
When there's so much that happens. Watch what happens. Who cares what happens when there's so much that happens? Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today is the hilarious and joyful Mr. Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. We're here today to talk Real Housewives of Miami. We missed it last week, but we are back this week. Before we dive into that, the crappies are coming up. That's going to be February 17th. You can buy your tickets now at watchwhatcrappens.com. There will be a streaming option. You'll be able to stream this on Moment. The link should be up soon. If it's not already, we apologize. We're just trying to get it to you as quickly and as soon as possible. There's just some stuff with that they're sort of sorting out. And then also the voting. This is you have only a few days left to vote for round one. Round one is where we're going to figure out who the nominees are going to be for this shindig. So the link is on our website. It's also, you can access it through our Instagram or wherever. And vote for who you want to be a nominee in the 13 categories. They're really fun. We've had thousands of votes, literally thousands. And then we will unveil the nominees official nominees, 5 in each category, on February 5th. So that's going to be very exciting. And then there'll be a whole other round of voting. So go do that. And then today, let's talk Miami. Ronnie, do you want to catch up on what happened last week?
Yes. Let's catch up a little on what happened last week. Sorry we skipped to Miami last week. There are so many freaking shows on right now. My God. We're shortening some, we're moving some, we're not covering some. So it's just how it has to be sometimes. But still watched it. Still loved it.
Yeah.
Love us in Miami. So let's go over some stuff. We can just talk about some of our favorite stuff from that one, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So the big thing in the episode was that it was Miami's swim week. And so Julia and Kiki were walking in it. And I thought what was funny was that Julia was walking for a brand. And so she went to the store of the brand that she'd be walking for. I think it was Shan or something like that. And she walks in and they're like, oh my God, Julia, thank you so much for helping out. She's like, oh, thank you. I haven't walked in the runway for 20 years. I forget how to walk in runway. It's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, Julia, stop saying this. You're going to lose the gig.
I know. Now's the time to talk yourself up, Julia. She's like,
it is like riding bike, but unfortunately, I don't ride bike. Can I ride goat?
No, you cannot ride a goat.
Oh, can I bring goat?
No, you can't bring a goat.
Can I bring dog?
No, you cannot bring a dog, Julia.
Oh.
Yeah, so she was getting ready on that end. And then Guerdy and Russell had a date night, and my only thing that I really remember from the date night, except for the fact that that like he's been so sweet to her, is that when they got there, there was something about like they were sitting down and the waiter went to like pull out the chair, and Guerdy was like, "Oh no, don't worry, Russell will do it. I like it when my husband does the pull out. I'm talking about pull out method. It's a joke." Pulling his penis out of my vagina, then coming on me. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a joke, right? I'm like, Guerdy,
Is this a bad time to ask for a napkin? You just got Gordified.
Just let them pull out the chair, Guerdy.
So then Lisa and Jody go meet Fabio Lopez. Ooh, Fabio. Because he's their real estate guy. And they're going to go see this mansion for Lisa to move into. It's 21,000 square feet. It's a Mediterranean home. Lisa walking through this home, she's like, listen, I worked at Dairy Queen and I'm disgusted. This is disgusting. Did she work at Dairy Queen? Where did she say she worked?
I think she said something like that. She was like, she worked at Dairy Queen and then Hooters, and then was like like Foot Locker, and then was a fitness model, and then was married to Lenny. Like that was her trajectory.
Yeah. So she is disgusted because, man, I guess once you've had a taste of the not Dairy Queen kind of housing, you really cannot go back, because she is looking at this 21,000 square foot house like it's absolute garbage. And she's like, well, my days could be numbered in the other house. And Jody says, but imagine your place imagine this place with your art and your furniture. Did somebody put a nickel into you? Why are you talking, Chuck E. Cheese? What the fuck up, Jody?
Yeah. I love that all of a sudden, like, Lisa is some sort of art collector. And then we find out she's like, yeah, my art, like that oversized portrait of me that I got off of Zazzle. So then she's like, and then we find out that like they were really close to a settlement, but then there was another argument, and so Lenny rescinded it, and she goes, you know what? That's what Lenny is. He's a dangler. He's a carrot dangler. He just dangles the carrot. I don't want to live under Lenny's thumb anymore. Cut to, by the way, this episode where it's like, Lenny's going to build me a mansion. I'm going to live in it.
I know. I mean, listen, getting a $5 million home is still going to be under Lenny's thumb. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, she's like, Lenny's a carrot dangler. He's like, here, bunny, here. And I follow it, and then it's gone. I mean, it's the same thing I do to my son, but he's a kid. And I use pizza. So
carrots are only for cheat day. So then we, so there's like the swim week is happening, so all the ladies are going to come to it, and there's obviously going into this episode, Alexia is still really mad at Nicole, because even though she knows that Adriana was the one behind bringing Anna to that brunch, she still blames Nicole for it, because she's like,
she does. And she was on Watch
her.
What Happens Live last night. What is wrong with me with the lady from Modern Family? Everybody loves. Like, I love her. Why can't I?
Yeah, Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara. So beautiful. And so she was sitting next to her, just like loving that she was next to her. She's like, do you remember me from when I interviewed you? She's like, lovely. She's like, oh my God, don't you remember I loved your shoes? She's like, yeah. And we talked about disease. She's like, sounds fun. Sounds like it was a fun interview.
Yeah.
So funny. But she was on there, and she said, she was asked about the Nicole thing, and she's like, I still believe she has something to do with it. Sorry. You're never going to change Alexia's mind. You know what I mean?
Right. So,
I respect it. Stuck. It's just stuck there for all time. It hit one very, very low area, and it just stayed there. It's consistent. Her level of thinking is just consistently low, and you just have to respect the game.
Yeah. So there's Julia's fashion show is first. They all go to it. It's like a lot of bathing suits, and then like after the show is done, the women go up to the roof of where this is all happening, because they've got like a whole thing that's like set up, and it's like blazing hot. Like an ongoing theme is that Marysol does not like being in the sun, so they have to like move places and everything. And Alexia is like confronts Nicole on this, or maybe Nicole confronts her, but they start hashing it out, everything about Adriana.
Yes. And Marysol just slowly starts to go down. It's so funny because doesn't it happen 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
This week too. It's like anytime they're outside, she's like, "Oh my god, my eyeballs melted into my eyelid. I can't. Do I still have an eyelid? Is it on? Why can't I see?" Her face just starts like melting in. Just start like caving in on itself.
So they're like, they basically are like attacking Nicole for inviting Anna, and Nicole's like, no, I mean, like Adriana asked if she could bring her, and so I said yes. I didn't know that there was, like, yes, I've spoken to her, I know who she is, but I didn't know that she was coming on for some like malintent.
And Marysol's like, you invited her, and you should have said, maybe you shouldn't come in because my friends got upset. And she goes, but you guys had already left. So, like, why would I say not come in? Because you guys weren't there. She says, well, we would have come back if you had called us and said that you kicked her out. I mean, just stormed out. We could storm in. Storms work. Oh, my God. Is that my ear on the ground? How did they get down there?
Yeah. So, and then, so basically they just like have a big, I don't even remember where did the fight, did the fight end amicably here, or was it they ended it still?
Well,
just,
basically
like,
they decided Adriana was going to admit it, right? So she's like, okay, let me tell you what happened. Okay. I invited Anna. Okay. And she was supposed to say some things about Alexia's finances because Alexia was very judgmental about Lisa's finances. And you are very rude to Lisa, Alexia. And Alexia and Marysol both go, Lisa, when were we rude to her? And she's like, you are. You are very rude to her. And then Alexia stands and starts yelling at her. And she's like, wait, so you're going to bring her to say lies about my husband because I was rude to Lisa? Like, does that even make sense to anybody? Bro. And Lisa's like, oh my God, this feels good. I'm not going to lie. I love watching the dirt, So then Nicole's like, okay, now I have to leave for a flight early. So let's just set the record clear. I didn't know, and I couldn't have intervened. I could have intervened, but I didn't know. Do we all understand? And she's like, okay, well, we've been hard on you. And Adriana was the one who planned the whole thing. And I'm good with you. Okay. I still, you know what I mean? I still feel it, but I'm going to let it go because I believe you. But also you have to acknowledge how I feel.
Right.
You were wrong. Just say I was wrong and I'm sorry.
It's amazing how Adriana got out of this relatively scot-free. Like, Adriana brought Anna on for really petty and mean reasons, and but she manages to just say it like, oh, well, I did it because of this. It's like saying, oh, you said you were interested in reading my copy of Dune, so here's my copy of Dune. That's why I brought Dune, And she's like, oh yeah, well, you acted a certain way, so I brought Anna to expose your financial issues and to sully your name and make people think that you actually are very poor and living a fake lifestyle. So that's all I did. And Lexi's like, oh well, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because they said last week. They're like, well, we know Adriana. Like, Adriana's just messy, so we know that she's going to do it. I think what's tricky is that Nicole gets off. I think Nicole's the one who usually gets off scot-free. I mean, not in this case. They're giving her shit for this. But she's like, what? Anna, how do you say her last name? Quinsones or something like that? Like, I don't really know her. No idea why she would be coming. Never heard of her. Like, come on now. I believe that Nicole knew that this lady was going to come talk shit. I believe that she knows that she hates them. I think all you have to do is Google somebody, Yeah. And I get that she has a job and she maybe doesn't have as much time to spend on the internet as some people, but...
Well, so then Kiki has her runway show, and she, of course, is amazing. And Kiki's whole thing is that she has actually put together a whole party. And what I'm sort of reading in between the lines is that they're doing her show, and then they're all going to go to this party, and they're going to have a big proper Housewives scene as the first time that Kiki has kind of anchored one of these scenes. So she's really excited. And when they're all in the Sprinter van to leave the convention center or whatever, the traffic is terrible. And so they're sitting in the van for 10 minutes and they all are like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. So one by one, almost all of them just get off the bus and go home. And so Kiki is left with who? Julia and Adriana, maybe?
Yeah, she was left with Julia and Adriana. And you kind of get where the other girl, I kind of get where the other girls are coming from, just because it's like when you're leaving a concert and you're sitting in that traffic.
Yeah.
But would they have a helicopter come get them out? Like, how'd they get away from the traffic? That's what I don't get.
They're probably like, I've been shooting all day long. Like we got to like, I had to get into glam at 10 a.m. Got here at like noon or 1 for the first fashion show. Now it's 8 p.m. I'm tired, right? But Kiki's bumped. And we knew that this was going to happen because the week prior, Kiki was like, I'm really excited. And I'm really excited that all the girls are going to show up for me. So we had even said on the recap, like, uh-oh, they're going to bail on Kiki.
Yeah. And so she doesn't like that. Her feelings are really hurt. So then we have an Alexia and Julia are friends scene when Alexia comes to Julia's house and she's like, oh, it's just my dog. She's like, your dog has his head up my ass. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs. I don't like cats. I don't like turtles. I don't like flying things. I don't like crawling things. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Yeah. And basically this is where they hatch the idea that they're going to go to Mexico City for the cast trip. And there is there's like a saint, Guadalupe, a patron saint of Mexico, who Alexia, she prayed to the saint for Frankie's recovery. And so the saint means a lot. And so she wants to pray some more, especially with Guerdy and Guerdy's situation. And so they're like, yes, let's do this. So they basically hash that plan. And then we see Larsa and Marcus have another podcast sesh where they continue to have excellent chemistry on the airwaves.
So they really have a podcast where they just talk about their relationship? That sounds painful. I mean, it is painful. It literally sounds painful because I hear it. I hear it on this show. Who listens to this? He's like, yeah, what a lot of people ask us about, our age difference.
Yeah, like, well, I'm like, being the younger one in our relationship, sometimes people are like, how can you date an older man? But being 31, I'm learning a lot of things in this new decade of my life. Like,
he's like, but seriously, what's our age gap? She's like, well, like, my face was just like born like 3 months ago. So like, I basically feel like I'm like basically a baby. Like, it's like a new iteration of me. I just said iteration. Oh my God.
Wow.
So I've graduated to something. I don't like know what it is like, but like I'm smart like, so.
And Marcus is like, yeah, I mean, like if the roles were like reversed, like
wait a minute, I was gonna say that, but like I was gonna say it.
Okay, you do the first half of the sentence, I'll do the second half.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna say it. You ready?
Yeah.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
What?
You know what? I'll do the first half. Okay, I'm gonna do the first half.
Okay.
If the roles were
Hey, I was supposed to say that. I was supposed to say it's my turn, it's my line.
All right, baby. You do the first part.
Dummies. But like years ago, like I feel like I was like feeling like I performed like with the Kardashians and like they did this whole like egg retrieval thing. And then we see the Lester Kardashian in bed. I forget her name. She's dating
Courtney.
Bob Barker. Courtney. Her
Or
she's in
Rob.
bed.
Rob is truly the lessest of the
Well, I don't feel
Kardashians.
comfortable making fun of Rob because he escaped. He's like, I don't want to be a part of this shit, I mean, kind of. He tried to escape. I don't think you ever can escape, but he tried. So the other one is they're in bed, in a hospital bed, and one of Larsa's faces is like, wait, like, I don't, like, you're going to go under right now? But, like, I don't like go under because, like, my kids are like, Mom, what if you don't come up? What if you just, like, die there? Because, like, that could happen. Like, look at you in a hospital bed right now. You could not wake up.
Courtney's like, do we have to talk about this right now?
Okay, if I die, I just want to say one thing, and I need you to put it on my headstone. Kim was mean to me.
If I die, you can have my face. Oh my God, that's the sweetest thing. Thank you.
Yeah, that was when Larsa was in a transitional phase from season 1 Miami to current state. So she had assembled some of like the features, but she wasn't fully there yet.
She was working on the full Mr. Potato Head collection of the Kardashian face.
Yeah.
But she hadn't collected all the pieces yet. It was the McDonald's collection game. It was like the Monopoly Boardwalk game.
It was like visiting Mount Rushmore 6 months into construction. So
We're still waiting for, like, the boobs, like.
They're arriving tomorrow, like.
It takes, like, time, like, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like my Amazon delivery's late, like.
So we also have a touching scene. Guerdy, she's a mess because, you know, she had to have a second surgery. She, you know, the first one didn't clear the margins. She's not even sure she can go to Mexico. And she also scored a little high on her oncotype test, I think it's called, which basically means that she's going to have chemo. And she's like, it just sucks because they say, okay, all you have to do is this, but then there's something more, but then there's something more, and then there's something more. And it's like really heartbreaking, like just witnessing the emotional toll it's taking on her.
And because it's Real Housewives of Miami, we follow that scene up with Adriana showing up in like the craziest outfit. She shows up. What is this outfit? It's like an insane denim bikini type outfit that she's wearing to record with Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Is that his?
Yeah.
He's Estevez, yeah? His name?
Amelia Estevez. It's Amelia Estefan.
Estefan, yes.
Amelia Estevez is.
I knew
Sheena's
that wasn't
brother.
right. Yeah, duh, Ronnie. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, so Adriana's really excited because he has a new song for her, and she's like, wow, this is a great song for me because it was actually originally intended for Camilo Cabello, but she said I will not record this piece of shit garbage song, so here I am.
I found my keys in Miami. My keys in Miami.
Oh, well, that's actually Keys from Van Nuys, right?
I know.
Keys from Van Nuys.
She's like, oh, Miami, City of Auto Parts.
Casino Morongo.
Get in the zone, Miami Auto Zone.
Cars for kids. 1877 cars for kids.
In Miami.
In Miami.
We
So
make
she
it
looks
easy,
insane.
easy for you to get around Miami.
Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders, don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us have it. Miami.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
A new year is a great time to grow your business, but if you're stuck in the trenches of daily tasks like managing order fulfillment, you're not able to focus on what really matters, increasing sales.
ShipStation can help increase your profitability by automating your workflow and keeping costs down with industry-leading discounts.
No matter where you sell or how you ship, your business can grow with ShipStation.
The order details page easily automates shipping tasks and manage orders in one simple dashboard.
Yeah, the order details page lets you quickly and easily update crucial order information and reduce errors.
It's effortless integration everywhere you sell online, including Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, and more.
ShipStation has enterprise solutions that reduce warehouse costs and improve profitability.
ShipStation's robust automations and reporting make scaling easy. And as your business grows, you can save thousands on shipping costs.
Over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce businesses with ShipStation, and 98% of companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life.
Make this year your most profitable one yet with ShipStation. Use promo code Crappens today at ShipStation.com to sign up for your free 30-day trial.
That's ShipStation.com, promo code Crappens.
Being an actual royal is never about finding your happy ending. But the worst part is, if they step out of line or fall in love with the wrong person,
it changes the course of history.
I'm Arisha Skidmore-Williams.
And I'm Brooke Sifrin.
We've been telling the stories of the rich and famous on the hit Wondery show Even the Rich, and talking about the latest celebrity news on Rich and Daily. We're going all over the world on our new show, Even the Royals.
We'll be diving headfirst into the lives of the world's kings, queens, and all the wannabes in their orbit throughout history. Think Succession meets The Crown meets real life.
We're going to pull back the gilded curtain and show how royal status might be bright and shiny, but it comes at the expense of, well, everything else. Like your freedom, your privacy, and sometimes even your head. Follow Even the Royals on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to Even the Royals early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus.
So she's excited.
I moved on from car shops there, but you know,
I know.
What are you gonna do? You run out. Sometimes a well will run dry. What are you gonna do?
You know, at a certain point, there are just not that many catchy car jingles, unfortunately. Like, I don't know what's left. Like a rock. That's what Miami is. I don't know.
Deary me. She goes in there to sing, and he is like, oh my God, that was so mediocre. I can't wait to find out that you're going to Mexico and offer you a show there at Gay Pride. So she's like, oh my God, Gay Pride? This is huge. So she's going to get to perform internationally, you guys. It's going to change everything.
This is bigger than DJ James Kennedy getting to touch the play button in a club in Mexico and then saying, I just played Mexico. I'm international, baby. So now that takes us to where we are today for this episode. So it opens up with Alexia and Frankie are writing a letter to Guadalupe. Is it Guadalupe or Guadalupe? Guadalupe. Yeah. And Guadalupe is
unless you're a street in Austin, because they pronounce things very white bread here. So there's a street called Guadalupe, but they call it Guadalupe.
But that's also like LA, like La Cienega instead of La Cienega, or like Los Feliz instead of Los Feliz.
Los Feliz.
There's also a section of LA where there's some streets that are named after some colleges like Yale and Princeton, and one of the colleges that's listed there is Bowdoin, but everyone in LA calls it Bowdoin. So I mean, I can't. Justice for Bowdoin.
Let's move to the next episode, shall we?
So Alexia and Frankie are writing a letter, and she's like, okay, Frankie, like, what do you want to ask, Guadalupe? And he's like, thank you for saving my life. Okay, and what else? Money. I have money.
It's like, no, let's say health. It's like, okay. So then Guerdy and Russell have a packing scene and do the joke like, where are you going on vacation? Well, you're leaving, but I'm the one getting a vacation. A vacation from me?
It's almost like I'm doing the pull-out method. I'm pulling myself out of this house. And in this case, the house is like the vagina and I'm like the penis. Do you understand the joke?
That's one of my favorite husband and wife jokes. Like, oh, I'm going on vacation, but he's the one really getting a vacation. And the other one is, hey, y'all, put those dishes with the dishwasher. The dishwasher's my husband. Yes. One of my favorite ones.
What's that bathroom sign that you really like? That's like
please don't do coke in my bathroom.
Wasn't there something about like clean hands or like wash your hands,
if you sprinkle while you tinkle, please be sweet and wipe the seat. That one? I love that one.
Of course, we all know when it comes to expressions, nothing compares to your absolute favorite. If you got time to clean, you got time to clean.
Yeah, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
I just know Ronnie, you say that, and like you'll be walking around, you'll just see someone at the supermarket looking at like deciding which box of cereal to get. You just walk up to them and go, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. And just point out a puddle. Just guilting everyone at the store for not helping clean the store.
I do. Oh gosh, God, I love the store. Guerdy and Russell pack. Marysol is talking to her dog, Tupac. I can't with Marysol. My God. And your dog needs to try hard. Just leave the dog alone. Okay?
It's time for her to pack her bags. So then we go to Nicole and Anthony looking at a wall. This felt like a metaphor of something. And they're just both like, they've hit a wall. And he's like, hey, babe, see how this is textured? This wall is going to be from floor to ceiling as textured, which means it's more expensive, so we should get it. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine, but it's like a textured wall. So what do you think about a textured wall?
So does Anthony not ever come home drunk? This wall looked like bloody arms to me. That's all I could see. I could see it smeared with my blood because it's very textured. It's like sharply textured lines across it. What do you do when you come home drunk?
Yeah.
Stumbling all over the damn house. You're going to get blood fucking everywhere. Don't say I didn't warn you.
And what do you do on your crafting days? What do you do on those days where you say, you know, it'd be fun. Let's put up a gallery wall. Good luck with your textured fucking cement wall.
Yeah, some bullshit. I hate it too. And she's like, I don't know if it's going to like meld with the other walls, but can we like render it? I like when people say that. Not because it means that they've decorated 100 homes, but that they watch The Property Brothers. Because that's so like, we're going to show you your dream and a render. Let's do it.
And then he's like, so you excited about Mexico? Like, what are you more excited about, this textured wall or Mexico? And she's like, I'm actually anxious because I have to fly by myself, and like the girls are like flying in the morning, and then I'm gonna have to fly. I have to work, so I'm gonna fly at night, and then I'm not gonna get in until like 10 at night, so I'm like nervous. And he's like, and the plane's in service. So you're flying commercial, kid. Loser person who doesn't understand the value of a textured wall. Stupid.
And now it's time to go to the airport. And now they're on the plane. And Julia's very excited.
It's my first time. On top of that, it is my birthday. On top of that, it is Kiki's birthday. On top of that, goat. Literally goat.
They do like to climb.
The goat's just on top of her seat, like...
The goat is on a pile of concepts. So then they arrive in Mexico City and get into into a Sprinter. And Larsa says something you never want to hear. She sits next to Guerdy and goes, I'm going to sit next to you. I get car sick. Thanks. Also, big week for being car sick on Bravo.
It is. It's crazy how many times these storylines bump up against each other. Also, I miss you, Mexico City. I want to go back to Mexico
beautiful.
City.
I know, I've never been.
There.
I've never been. And I hear the food is
it.
great, by the way.
I did the thing they do on the river where they go on the river boats. I did
Really?
that. It was amazing. Yeah, I did it with all the gays. I went on a gay boy trip to Mexico City. Maddie from Maddie and Poodle, Reality Gays, was there because we're friends in real life. And we did that. It was so fun. We were like talking to all the people on the other boats, and we're all getting wasted, and then you can jump on each other's boats.
Did you throw bread at dogs and then say, I was helping the animals?
No, but they are there begging from you. And I believe like dogs are children, you know, they don't need to beg. They need to work. That's what I say. I give children the same advice I give dogs, or dogs the same advice I give children. Work, get a job. Okay. Stop looking at me. Okay. I worked to get here. I worked for this hamburger. You work. Do something fucking little. And then I look at my iPhone and I say, thank you. Great job. Killing it. Just so point every day, kids.
Lisa is going to sit in the back of the Sprinter van because she's like, I got to take a legal call. And she's like, I was really looking forward to this trip, but this could not have come at a worse
Sorry,
time.
Sorry,
Sorry, I just puked on Guerdy, just puked up X, Y, and Z. You're weird.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Go ahead. Finish.
No, it's
Go
okay,
ahead.
It's okay, I'm just separation
You
anxiety,
should have your scene. Go ahead,
Okay, bleh. Sorry,
So Lisa's like, I got to settle before Monday. Going to court on Monday. So they're driving to their place, and they're talking about how Nicole's going to be arriving later. And Guerdy's really excited, by the way. This is actually really great news. Her second surgery cleared the margins. It was great. She has no more cancer cells in her body. She does have to get chemo, but her attitude seems to have Gerdified herself. I think she's like accepted it. So now she's more like, whatever, I'm getting chemo, so I'm going to drink. Okay. Like, I'm going to party this weekend. Like, you know, like doctor says I can drink, so I'm going to drink.
Yeah.
She says that.
They go to Alexia's room, and it's a penthouse. They all get drinks, and
Marysol starts to melt like a Hershey bar. Her cheeks turn red. Everyone's hair, by the way, no one's hair can stand up to the Mexico City sun for some reason. Everyone looks wild in this scene.
It's very, very hot there. Okay. And they put the food outside. So you have to, it's everything that Marysol hates. Okay. All you need is like Leah Black sitting on the floor to make this like a perfect trifecta. You've got sun, you've got food, bring in a Leah Black, just sit her there because she literally hates everything out here. And her face starts falling off, and there's just food mocking her from chafer dishes.
Hair is going in different directions. Larsa's face is also sort of like, you know, it's like things are moving around in her face in the heat. She's like getting distorted. So,
guys, like, do you know what this drinking reminds me of? Like I have tequila, and we're gonna go see my tequila factory, but they make the ceramic bottles of my tequila factory, and we're gonna go see them together, guys.
yeah.
Sorry, still a little car sick in the hotel. By the way, before we talk any more about this, because I know it's going to be a big scene, can we go back for 1 second where Alexia's talking about one of the activities they're going to do?
Okay, do it
Oh, well, so tomorrow, tomorrow we're going to go on a gondola ride. And Lisa goes, is it like Venice? And Alexia's like, well, it's not like Venice because Venice is Venice and Mexico is Mexico. You idiot. You dumb idiot.
Stupid.
Sorry. I just
Yeah,
want
she
to get
gives
that
them their
moment.
itinerary for the weekend. So then I forgot that Larsa was starting a fight here. So you're right. Sorry. She
I was
says,
afraid it was going to get away from me, like.
Guys, like, you guys, we're going to tour my tequila factory.
and Marysol's like, what about my cockies mixture? Hey, be quiet. Can we just have one thing promoted at a time? Like, stop trying to shoehorn in here. And Larsa says,
Yeah, because, like, guys, like, I feel like I want you to support me. And I feel like last year, Alexia said that the only time, like, I invite you somewhere is, like, when it's like one of my things that I'm promoting.
she says, well, it's true. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the one that was, like, honestly telling you the truth, but, you know, you only promote things and guess what? Larsa's Larsa and Italy's Italy.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I got to get a phone call from my nail spa, Alexia and Frankie's nail spa, best nail spa in all of Miami. God, you're always promoting stuff, Larsa. So, by the way, you know that Bethany was watching this and was like, oh my God, it takes two people to do what I did in one vacation. Okay. One girl's got to mix this. One girl's got tequila. I do them both. Do them both. Do the brands, both of you.
Yeah, but, like, when you said that, like, it kind of hurt my feelings.
And Lisa just shakes her head going, oh God, here we go. Here we go. And I have to settle on Monday. Okay, let me hug you then. She goes,
No, but, like, when you said that, like, I was thinking, like, you know what, like, I don't have a Todd, okay? And, like, people see my situation with my ex, and they think they know my wife, like, they think they know my life, like, I mean, God, like.
My face is really red, guys. I think I'm having a reaction over here. Marysol is full on dying and no one's paying attention to her. At, like, this entire scene. Guys, I'm seeing the ghost of Ronald Reagan. Is he here with us? What's going on? I'm dying out here.
but you guys, like, I don't have a Todd. You know what? You don't know what Todd provides for me? So that was very rude and disrespectful of you. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was rude and disrespectful. I'll
It's
tell
not
you
like-
what's
it's-
disrespectful. I just lost my waddle. It's literally on the ground.
It's not disrespectful, like, he paid for your condo, like.
Oh, well, no, it's our condo, Larsa. It's ours.
But it's not disrespectful. Like, I'm, like, on my own, like, except that the fact that I'm with the son of, like, a massively wealthy person, like.
How dare you say that when I'm trying to impregnate myself with the fetus of one of the richest heirs on earth? Like, his name is, like, literally Air on Instagram. So
Larsa, good for you. I get that. But you don't have to take away from me, which is fun. This is so Alexia because this is the rare fight where I'm really on Larsa's side. Larsa is not taking away from Alexia. She's just like, right now, like, you've got like a guy who can support you in multiple different emotional and this and that, which Larsa does actually have. Like, Larsa is definitely painting herself like she is little orphan Annie right now, but I don't think she's trying to take away from Alexia.
Well, she's saying, like, you shouldn't make fun of my businesses because I'm a single working mother. But it's just she's so Larsa and she divorced one of, really rich person.
And
Scotty
clearly has like a
Pippen.
nice settlement from that. And now she's with someone else who's really wealthy. So she's gonna, like, she's not Monica from Salt Lake City. Let's put it that way. Or Gina.
The details of the okay, let me see here. This is from essentiallysports.com. Larsa Pippen and Scottie Pippen's 2-decade-long relationship ended in a bitter divorce that was finalized in 2021. Is that all? That's when she finalized it? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's recent.
According to reports, Larsa was entitled to receive half of their marital assets, although the details are not disclosed. Now she gave a candid take on crazy marital... Okay, they're talking about her podcast now, so it almost made me fall asleep. But I mean, half of those assets is a lot. Like, and I get her point. Like, don't make fun of me trying to work when you've got someone to take care of you. But the way that she's trying to... cast herself in this victim light. She goes,
well, I'm just saying, like, I have a home, I have 2 homes, and I have like 4 kids, like, okay, 2 homes, not just because I want to, but because I have to, okay?
It's so hard.
It's like, did you mean to say
You know how
have
hard it is eating caviar when I've got frozen eggs? It's like really hard.
Did you mean to say you have 2 jobs right now? That you have to do 2 jobs to support?
No, I've got 2 homes. 2 homes? And each home has about 6 or 7 rooms each, bedrooms each. It's like a lot. It's like scary, like.
Like, all I'm just saying is, like, I want your support, like, and you won't even stop talking for, like, 1 second, like.
And so she gets up and storms off. And it's like, I support you guys, like.
And Kiki's in the confessional and she's like wiping her tears with a vibrator. She's like, fuck you bitches, I don't have anything. I have nothing. You cry over Todd and Scotty, who have what? What? You know, like, I just have this, guys, this vibrator. It doesn't even come with money. I had to pay for this, guys.
Well, I'm not so sure why Larsa's upset because she's not the only one who works. By the way, Nicole works, Guerdy works, Alexia works, that's me. Marysol worked her butt off the whole time. So, like, listen, don't try to be better than me saying you work your ass off and I have a Todd. Like, how do you even know what Todd does for me? That's ridiculous.
Meanwhile, Marysol, it's like, someone help me. I
can't find my nose. Will someone try to tape a taquito to my face so I can get some air down my lungs?
Am I back on that mountaintop marrying that guy? What was his name again? Hey, did that really happen in my life?
So Larsa's continuing inside and people are comforting her. And Lisa's like, come on, it's okay. It's just, yeah, but like, Lisa goes, she's just saying she doesn't have a Todd. I mean, I don't understand what's so upsetting. She's just, yeah, but I don't have a Todd. Like, she has a Todd, not me. She goes, well, I don't have a Todd, but I do have a Jody. He's almost a Todd. Yeah, but like, even you, like, Jody's not like paying your rent or anything. She's like, you're right, not yet. He's not yet.
Soon. Love Lisa. Lisa's determination to be an independent woman. So then Kiki is, she's like, Larsa, you have some nerves. You wouldn't support me for my after party? The hypocrisy of it all. Hypocrite! You didn't come support me, so now you see how it feels. So I'm like, uh-oh, we are gearing up for a big Kiki confrontation later this episode.
So Larsa comes to Alexia and she's like, all I'm saying is that like having a Todd's a blessing. That's all I meant. She goes, no. You mean that I have Todd's money. That's what you're insinuating, okay? That's what you're insinuating. Don't try to change it now.
You're wrong, like. I never said that, like. Listen to what I said, like, and then you'll understand, like. And you're so competitive and this and that and XYZ. Like, you're coming at me, like.
Money. That's what you're saying. Go ahead.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
That's what you're insinuating.
You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird.
And all of the ladies are like, I'm not picking a side in this because those two are both crazy. Like Larsa's never going to admit she's wrong, and Alexia's never going to admit she's wrong. You know? So she's like, I'm sick of you bringing up my husband. You know what he does? He like sends videos to poor people about how to make money in real estate. So. Those are on Instagram. That's what I'm talking about.
Time out. Okay, when I bring up Todd, it's a compliment. Like, you're so lucky you have this very nice man who pays for all your bills. It's a compliment, like.
It's not. Later, Julia is screaming. So they all go to their rooms and get ready to do whatever they're going to do. And you just see Julia out on her balcony going, Mexico!
Yeah, I'm sure everyone
wanted someone to like throw a pinata at her head or something. Shut up, lady.
Something. Could a satellite please fall from outer space?
This is the city here, lady.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
One group gathers in the lobby. It's Adriana, Kiki, and Julia. And Adriana is bringing them to her dance rehearsal, which is actually just a diversion, so that way the other women can go and get them cakes for their birthdays. So they go off, and then Alexia and everyone else, they all gather in the lobby. They do a lot of like Real Houses of Beverly Hills style, like, oh, look at this outfit, you look great. Oh, I die, I love this, I die. What is this? This is great, I die. That was Guerdy. Like, Guerdy basically does that the most of the episode. Yes. I die right now, I die, that looks great, I love it, I die.
So half of them shop for cakes or whatever, and then half of them do this. Well, I don't know if it's half. Who knows? So anyway, they go to the cake shop, which I really like.
Get that proportion of people correct, Ronnie.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't write it. It's crazy. So the ladies shop. They go to the cake place, and Alexia's like, "Oh my God, okay, listen. we're coming for a cake, okay? And well, you know, like Peter, I know like Peter's like crashed a lot of his cakes into my face when I give them to him for his birthday, but he's really a nice boy and like he didn't mean it. So I just want to get that on the table right now. So like we're going to come get a cake, but like what kind of cake do you think is good? And Lisa goes, how about red velvet? Let's get red velvet. She's like, no, I'm so sorry. She's American. Sorry.
Like that's American cake. Okay. How about this? Oh. What about one of those flag cakes, you know, with like the raspberries and the blueberries? It looks like the flag of the United States of America. Can they do one of those?
That's literally American. Okay.
Okay, I want something made with mac and cheese. Just put it in the cake form.
Apple pie. So,
sorry, she's literally stupid. So the lady's like, okay, we've got tres leches, or you can also get tres leches with chocolate. And she's like, okay, do that. Do it.
Yeah, that'll be fine. And
That
meanwhile,
sounds like the least like mac and cheese. So go ahead.
meanwhile, Adriana's she gets to her dance space, her rehearsal space. And so all the dancers are there. And several of them are gay, but Kiki is horny as fuck. She's like a young Countess Luann. And she's just like, who's single? Okay. All right. And they're raising their hand. She's like, okay, call me. I'm like, he literally has Erica Jane tickets in his hand. I don't think you're going to have success with this man.
Yeah, this is a group of gays for sure. I mean, they're wearing like really short, shiny shorts. One of them has his nuts tied off to be like a moose knuckle. I mean, girl, come on.
I did notice that actually. So Adriana's like, you know, it's sort of like a mess. Adriana doesn't like they want to lift her, but she has to still be singing, and she's like, I don't know. And Kiki's like, you got to do it. This is diva what you're doing. You got to do it. You got to try it. You got to do this right now.
And back to the cake shop. Larsa and Lisa are they're sitting outside across from each other. And Larsa's like, should we take a photo?
Yeah, you take one of me, and then I'll take one of you. Okay, but like, hold on. But the lighting's better, like, over by you. Like, hold on, I'm going to come over to your side of the table.
Come over
Wait,
here.
hold on.
Come over
Would you
here.
take a video of me coming to your side of the table? Because I'd want to be like, I came to her side of the table. Like,
I'm going to do it.
Okay,
You
do it.
Ready for the photo?
No, you have good lighting. No, wait, I want to do it.
Want to do it? Lenny! Sorry, photo. Want to do the photo?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm bored.
Okay, one more. Let's do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
No, you do
Okay.
it.
No, I'm going to
Do
do
it.
it. Oh, wait,
Okay.
hold on a second. Lenny killed my data plan. Hold on, I got one to get more
jeez,
data.
okay.
Hold on one second. Lenny, give me more data. Okay, you want to do more photos? By the way, I forgot to mention, there was an amazing bonus scene to this episode that unfortunately I was the only person on earth to see it because it was in my dream last night. And I know people don't care about people's dreams, but the reason why I'm sharing it was because, you know, dreams are often wacky and make no sense, but I had a dream that literally felt like a real scene from this show, wherein I was watching The Real Housewives of Miami, and like Lisa had all the women over for a big lobster meal, and this giant lobster came, and there was butter everywhere, and everyone was eating it. And then Adriana was like, can we get some bread to like sop up some of this butter? And everyone was like, yeah, can we get some bread? And there was no bread, and everyone was getting furious at Lisa that she didn't have bread. And she's like, hold on, I got it right here. And she opened up a cabinet, and she goes, Lenny ate all the bread. Of course he did. And I woke up and I was like, that felt like a scene that would actually happen on this show. Like they would have a beautiful lunch, but then still complain. And then somehow Lisa would blame it all on Lenny. I was so proud of my brain.
Yeah. Like, wow, it put in a very low stakes scene.
Like it was
Thank
perfect.
you,
I started
Lenny.
arguing about butter, and there was no bread to sop it up. And like a real host would have bread.
Those are always
great.
the most terrifying dreams, the ones that seem like inconsequential. You know, I wake up from them like, did that really happen? Did someone really eat the bread?
And Lenny is the one who ate the bread.
Yeah. Larsa and Lisa are talking about cell phones, and Larsa's like,
Yeah, so me and Marcus, like, we have like the same passwords on our phones. Like, did you go through Jody's phone too?
and she goes,
No, it's only been a year. That's too soon. Like, I literally didn't even have Lenny's passcode until he cheated on me.
Oh, wow. So, like, what if you're like with someone like that you thought was like a certain kind of person, like, and then you've like invested your time into it, like, and then you bring him around your kids, like, and then you realize he's not that person, like, and it's like, I'm not saying that's like Marcus, like, but like, what if it were Marcus, like, and it's not like things like I'm signing up for, I can easily walk away from, like, so you know what I'm saying, like?
It sounds like you're going to have a very long, fulfilling relationship.
Sounds great.
Sounds like you guys are totally ready. So now they're in a park, and Alexia's like, look, everybody, it's a park. And Lisa goes, yeah, it looks like Japan.
Lisa is really not willing to accept that Mexico City is in Mexico City. She's like, it's just
She
like
thinks
Venice.
they're making up Mexico City. I can't with Lisa.
When do we get to the Eiffel Tower? she just will not accept it on its own terms.
So she starts talking about her divorce, and she's telling them, my lawyer's on my ass. And he's like, Lisa, sign the fucking deal. Listen, I'm good when I can get Lenny where I want him, you know? But if we don't have lawyers, I could get him where I want him, but then we have lawyers, and the lawyers mess everything up, because then he goes back to his lawyers, and the lawyers say, no, don't do what she wants. And he says, I have to take their advice, Lisa. I have to take their advice. I mean, what a flip-flopper.
I feel like men in power, like whoever controls the most money, like, they control the narrative of the story, like, and I feel like Lenny wanting to build a house for Lisa, like, is his way of saying, of like controlling Lisa, like.
Because Lenny is going to buy a teardown and then build a house on that lot. That's kind of Lenny's thing, I think, is that he tears down and not so much rebuilds, but just adds boobs, you know? Building boobs in this case.
It's going to be 10,000 square feet of implants, basically.
Tear it down!
Yeah, like they control the narrative because they're rich, and that's not fair.
And the producer asks her, do you think that Lisa shouldn't be trusting Lenny? She's like,
I wouldn't trust him.
and so Lisa says, well, listen, I want to do the deal, but like it's such a small thing for him to do. I'm the mother of your children. It's peanuts. Everyone tells me sign it and he'll be more cordial later, but I don't know about that.
She's like, he just needs to go up a little bit more, I mean, such a small amount for him to do this for me. It's such a small amount. Like, why are you arguing over such a small amount? I'm like, exactly. Why are you arguing over such a small amount? Lock down that money. Lock it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I don't know the details of how much it is or whatever, but I just Googled it and they have not settled yet. They have a temporary settlement, but oh, come on, guys.
Get your money and start your new life. You're just like,
As the song says, get your money, take your money and run. All right, it's a song.
yeah. So
You got
now
time to son. You got time to get your money and run.
it's right.
Young
Just
lady.
like the old saying says. So now it's nighttime, and Guerdy is doing her makeup, and Kiki comes over. She's like, I'm hungry for dick. And, you know.
Like, oh my God, I'm so positive. This has like been such a fun trip. Like even the conversation earlier, like that was fine. Like it was totally fun. Did you have a good time? There's nothing you can say that can ruin my night. So go ahead. And she's like, oh, really? Because Larsa just came out in an article saying you have fake tears. What the fuck is wrong with Larsa? Seriously.
She's a disaster at all times. She really is. So Kiki's like, so what was she talking about? And Guerdy's like, well, that was like a few months ago that she said that. She goes, no. She said it like this week. She's like, she said it again this week. It just came out. And we see the headline in Reality saying,
I don't shed fake tears. I don't shed fake tears like some ... like.
Yeah, so Guerdy's like, oh, when was that? Because if I find out that it was like right now and I just took a stroll with her in a park that Lisa called Paris, I'm going to be upset.
not after a stroll. Never after a stroll. So
Marysol's event is next, and she's having a set that looks like a trunk with a bar in the trunk. And she's ordering drinks from the bartender and stuff for everybody. And she's like, everyone knows I love cockies, and everyone knows Steve loves cockies. And so I forgot what I was talking about. Steve does not love cockies. Get that? Oh, yeah, it's my event. I'm going to start selling mixers for cockies.
because everyone knows the very sad ghost in the corner of my house also loves cockies. So anyway, cockies. The bartender
Coming up with names in my private room, and one of them is fuck, Satan, fuck tits. It sounds delicious. Wow, people are going to like it.
So the bartender is shaking, like making a cocktail and shaking the shaker. It's like, maiden call, Mexican maiden call. Ha 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 ha. If a Marysol laughs in a farce and no one's there to hear it, did you still make a cocky?
Now people start coming down and they're all looking amazing. You know, this show really is one of the ones where every time they come on screen, they slow everything down, play like dun 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 dun.
They always wear like
Larsa coming out of an elevator.
Yeah, they're always like a ba-boom. Their look is always like Beverly Hills. They do this too, but their looks are always like, ooh, Gucci and Dolce & Gabbana and whatever. And like these are designer names too, but there's something about the way these women wear their clothes where it's just like tits and hair.
It's Miami, baby.
You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, and so colorful.
I love that. It's like geared towards gays.
Yeah.
Guerdy is saying, I have tact and class, so I'm going to deal with Larsa later. Timing is everything. I'm going to wait until there's naked people doing art in front of me. Someone playing the piano very well on a microphone.
As part of some sort of performance art installation. So Marysol's like, here, have my cocky. This is called a porn star, Larsa.
Oh, I might turn into a porn star after this, like.
And Kiki's like, you already are a porn star. Someone fucked me already. Jesus, come on. Straight, gay, I don't care. I'll turn you all.
Okay, but like, remember like earlier, like, because like, I feel like I was saying like, don't be mad at my hustle, right? Because like, you guys like need to support me like I support you.
She goes, however, I was triggered because you said you want us to support you, but then you didn't even come to my party for like you didn't even come for like 5 minutes to my party.
Well, you know what? I was on antibiotics, right? Like I had like a fever for like 2 days. I was like at 130 degrees. It was like scary. And I like wasn't feeling well. And like, I don't know, I came to your thing, like, even though like I was literally delirious, you know, because then my body temperature dropped to like 14 degrees. So it was like really scary. Like I was so sick.
Mm-hmm. So then we see her, I think it's in a clip, right? Where she's saying,
but I got like a present for you to make it up to you, right? Like I got you a present.
And Marysol says, oh, yeah, I gave you a boatload of presents too, okay? She goes, well, that's true. I love presents. So then Alexia and Lisa come and, you know, everyone's wooing each other. Like, you look so amazing. And Marysol is finally feeling better and she flashes everybody her vag when she stands up. And she's like, I'm bald eagle, so come on, everybody. I don't have a bush. I have a landing strip. Get that straight.
Okay, well, ladies, Marysol's having too much camera time, so I just want to say that we're going to go to a gallery tonight and have dinner, and then we're going to meet an artist, and it's going to be a cool experience, so let's go. So they basically, Marysol's big promotional event lasts all of 10 minutes. Marysol, next time, maybe promote your thing at your own garden party thing that you did 2 weeks ago. So
right, instead of out of a trunk in a hotel patio with flavored sodas.
And not even the main event. So
was there even a name to the sodas? Or are they just called cockies?
I think they were called cockies.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I hope we can Barsu's her for that.
So then they're in the Sprinter van and Lisa's like, hey, Kiki, when was the last time you got laid? She's like, 2 days ago. God, I'm so horny. It's been such a dry spell for me. Mm-hmm. And Lisa's like, are you a freak in bed? She's like, of course I'm a freak. Have you seen me? What part of me says I'm not a freak?
Oh, yeah, I got kinks, too. I like being jealous. Like, when you're flirting with my man, that's fun. You know? I mean, not when you have sexual relations with him.
Like, we know, Lisa, we've all seen pictures of your Halloween party, okay?
And then did Larsa say this, that she would slap Marcus if he talked to another girl? Or something like that.
She says something like,
you know what? Like, I get like so jealous. Like, I don't really like it at all.
And Julie says,
oh, well, what did you think when like he grabbed the ass of that girl?
She goes, what? In Orlando. Do you remember this? And Lars is like,
but like, we weren't even together then. So like, I don't even know what everybody's talking about.
And the producer asks her, why are you trying to seem so unbothered by this? And she says,
well, because like, I feel like that was like for like ever ago, right? Like we weren't even together. Like we only just like got together. Like I feel like recently. So like, it's not like he was cheating on me.
Yeah, it's my right to get hellish. I still get jealous.
So she's
But we
basically
see that the article came out in November about him grabbing ass, and then she was telling all the ladies that they spent November with each other's families. So
she's
something
basically
doesn't add up.
painting this like rosy relationship that's wonderful, and they just can't she just hates being away from him. While meanwhile she's like checking out all his texts on the phone, and he grabbed someone's ass in Orlando while they were pretty much dating. So
Basically,
there's definitely some chicanery going on here. So they all get to this like art gallery, and there's like a shirtless guy kind of writhing around, welcoming them all. And it's like shirtless guys, but they've got bunny masks on. So they're kind of like writhing, and no one really knows what to do with it, except for Kiki, who just wants to literally molest them. She's like, "Can I touch you? Can I touch you? Ah, yes."
Yeah, she's like, "Puedo toco." It's like, okay, then. So she just like starts grabbing all the guys and stuff. And they're wearing nude colored like bicycle shorts or something, like nude colored shorts or whatever, but they kind of look like Ken doll bunnies. I don't know. It's very odd. Well, I mean, it's odd on purpose, right? But I didn't like it. And I was like, are these also just Adriana's dancers with masks on? Because I don't know if I'm buying this.
Lisa's like, wow, I feel like I'm in Kazakhstan right now. It's like, Lisa, this is Mexico.
Kazakhstan.
I feel like I'm in Luxembourg right now.
We're at an art gallery, and everybody, it's like being weird just to be weird. They go into this room with lasers pointing at everything, like laser art, and then art on the wall, which is like people with fox heads.
And there's a piano.
And there's a painted piano and stuff. And it's like, oh my God, you know what? This is art. And it's like the cocktail hour. There's a whole story to tell, ladies. Okay. And everyone else is like, this is some eyes wide shut shit. What the hell?
So this artist is like trying to describe that he's like, I put my dreams into the art, and so we're going to root out the demons that we have inside. We're going to take the demons to paradise. He's giving his whole like ridiculous spiel, and no one's listening. Everyone's just like, where's the food? I'm starving. Lenny ate all my bread. And
like you just said, no one wants to hear about dreams. Which, by the way, I don't think it's true. I think you got that comment once, and it's still bothering you. But I like your dreams. You can always share your dreams. But I thought it was funny because Alexia says, "But listen, his art is the theme. It's all from his dreams." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Let me talk about my art from my dreams. Once I dreamt," and everybody just turns off. They're like, "I'm not listening to this shit." He's talking about his dreams.
I love the way Adriana dismisses him. They're like, we're really hungry. And he's like, and here's another thing. This is from my most personal memory of all time. Just, for the artist. Thank you for the artist. Okay. Appetizers, please. Appetizers.
And they get some appetizers, but they're all made to look artistic, right? So they're like, what is this? And Kiki goes, this is balls. It's balls. And Alexia's like, it's short rib. I picked it myself. Okay. So I know what it is.
Okay. Let's like play like a fun game like Ruth or Dare. Okay, here's the rules. Either I dare you to do something, or you pretend you're an ugly person named Ruth.
So they're like, okay, well, let's dare Kiki to do something first. So they're like, Kiki. So Lisa basically like, Kiki, why don't you do 5 minutes in the closet with one of the guys? So Kiki turns to the model, and I think there may have been some sort of like lost in translation thing between Kiki and the guy and Lisa. Kiki turns to one of like the hot waiter guys. He's like muscly and everything. And she goes, hey, are you in the closet or are you out of the closet? He goes, I am very much out of the closet. She goes, oh, wait, what does that mean being out of the closet? He's openly gay. I'm an icon to him. That's what that means.
He's got a poster of me in his goddamn house. That's what it means. Okay.
He and all his friends love me. So she's like, so you don't want to get it on with me? Is that what you're saying? I'm so confused.
And Kiki's like, I can turn him. Have you seen all this? Okay, I have a question. Has anybody here ever questioned their sexuality? And Lisa's like, I have. We know, Lisa. We're following your train of thought here. And I like it. And she's like, and Adriana has. And Adriana's like, well, my husband had this fantasy of me and 2 guys. But it wasn't a girl, honey.
Yeah, no lady pond for me. Too many mysterious things for me. Cavernous, smelly things that I don't want to deal with.
So let's see. So then they say, okay, so they ask her if she actually did the fantasy. And she's like, no, but I thought about it. So they're all laughing. And then Guerdy goes, okay, Larsa, truth or dare? Truth? Good. So is it true you brought up the whole fake tears thing recently in the podcast? Did you do that and call me fake tears? Go ahead. Truth.
Yeah, well, I said like fake tears like because I didn't know why she was saying I was fake like. So I said you had fake tears like.
And she goes, well, physically, I would say you're the fakest of us all. Look at you.
So you're fake too physically. Look at you, like physical.
And the pianist like starts to play. And he's like, and now from my greatest dream, blah, 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 blah.
This reminds me of the Soviet Pakistan.
I was like flabbergasted. Like, how could you say this? Like two days ago, I did an interview. Like promoting
so
your
you're
podcast.
promoting your podcast, huh? Yeah, great.
Yeah, of course. I promote my business, honey. I work, honey. That's what I do, honey.
I'm a single mother, like.
It's like, oh, well, you could have just said, you know what? Guerdy is like going out a lot and I don't want to go there about her. You know, she's going through a lot, so I'm not going to be mean about her. And Marysol is like, oh my God, here we go. Well, she fights until she wins, okay? This is not going to be good.
Classic Pips. I can't stand when she says Pips. Classic, this is so Pips. Okay,
So
she just fights
unbro
and
of
fights.
her. That was very unbro of her.
Pips. So Guerdy's like, Larsa cannot apologize or take accountability for anything. So the producer says to Marysol, would you be fighting with a woman who has cancer and is about to get chemo? Marysol's like, no.
I mean,
means-
absolute. Okay, Larsa is just such an idiot. So Guerdy's like, just say sorry. Just say sorry, petty little thing. That's you. I said it wrong because I wrote it down in my notes wrong because I was obsessed with pretty little liars. But you know what? You're a petty little liar. That's what you are. Just admit it. And then they start playing ballet music and the men come out doing some ballet dance. Are they holding mugs?
They were like holding mugs that had some sort of like liquid ice, like what do you call it? Frozen, you know, like the carbon dioxide that's like dry ice or something like that. And so there's like stuff coming out of it, and they're like, it looked like they were coming to present drinks, but then they're doing some sort of like contortionist avant-garde dance while Guerdy is like fighting with Larsa, and Larsa's like, I'm so exhausted for being everyone's punching bag. I'm just a single mom on not food stamps, and I literally can't take it. I literally have been dodging bullets all day. Someone literally shot at me in the street 12 times and they missed me. I can't even believe that. I just want to go home and take a bath and go to bed like.
Chaos. This whole show's going on. People are trying to do art, and they just keep going while the ladies are yelling at each other. And then the song ends, and they're like, okay, goodbye. Thank you for having us. Bravo. And Adriana's like, bravo. Goodbye. Gay Pride tomorrow. See you there.
It was so bizarre.
Crazy. The show is so nuts.
This is a nutty show. And so is our show, and we are done with it. So thank you everyone so much for listening. Don't forget to go vote to make sure your favorite gets nominated for a crappie. Go to watchcrappins.com, and of course buy tickets to the show. Hopefully our streaming link will be up so you can stream it if you can't make it to the live show, and we will catch you on the next episode. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
Strolling the park with Caitlin Clark.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Itchels. Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas. She's never scary, it's the Green Fairy. Jamie, she has no last namey.
Hava Nagila Weber. Know your worth with Jason Kurth.
She's the wind beneath our Jennifer Wing.
Sip some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's always supplying, it's Kelly Ryan.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
The Bay Area Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly. It's Kyle Pod Chadley.
Let's go on a bender with Lauren Fender. We want to hang with Liz Lang. The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
Give him hell, Miss Noel. She's the queen bee. It's Sarah Lemke. Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She's quite the catch. It's Victoria Cotchett.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.
Hey Prime members, you can listen to Watch What Crappens ad-free on Amazon Music. Download the Amazon Music app today. Or you can listen ad-free with Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts. Before you go, tell us about yourself by completing a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.